She was his world. He loved her so much. But what happens when he finds out she has been cheating on him all along? What will he do next? Stay tuned to find out in today's episode of She Was His World until he read her diary. Anna was very pretty with her long flowing hair and mesmerizing eyes. She was also very kind and caring. She always took care of those around her. She was the one who would be there for them through thick and thin. That is why everyone loved her, especially her boyfriend, Jason. Jason had loved Anna for as long as he could remember. He had never felt this way about anyone else before. And he knew that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. The two had been together for 5 years now. They had gone through a lot together, both good times and bad. But through it all, their love for each other had only grown stronger. One day, Jason decided that he wanted to propose to Anna. He had found the perfect ring, and he just couldn't wait to ask her to marry him. He got down on one knee and asked her to be his wife. Tears of joy streamed down Anna's face as she said yes. Jason slipped the ring on her finger and they hugged each other tightly. They were so happy. The wedding day finally arrived and it was everything that they had dreamed of. It was perfect. Jason and Anna were so happy to finally be married. They danced the night away at their reception, and it seemed as if they were the only two people in the world. They were so in love. After the wedding, Jason and Anna went on their honeymoon to a beautiful island. They relaxed on the beach, swam in the ocean, and explored the island together. It was the perfect way to start their married life. When they returned home, they moved into a lovely house that Jason had bought for them. It was a beautiful house with a big garden and a swimming pool. Anna loved it. As the years passed, Jason and Anna's love for each other only grew stronger. They had two beautiful children, a boy and a girl. Their life was perfect. But then something strange started to happen. Anna began to act differently. She was more distant and cold towards Jason. She didn't spend as much time with him as she used to, and she would often go out with her friends without telling him. Jason was confused and hurt. He didn't know what he had done wrong. One day, Jason decided that he had had enough. He wanted to talk to Anna and find out what was going on. He sat her down and told her how he felt. Anna was very sorry. She told Jason that she was so sorry for the way she had been acting. She said that she loved him and their family and that she didn't want to lose them. She begged Jason for forgiveness. Jason was torn. He loved Anna with all of his heart, but he couldn't understand why she had been acting so strangely. He needed some time to think things over. Anna understood, and so she gave him some space. She knew that he needed time to process everything. In the meantime, Anna began to try harder to be the wife and mother that Jason and their children needed her to be. She spent more time with them, and she made sure to listen to them and give them the love and attention they needed. She also began to open up to Jason again and tell him more about how she was feeling. Jason could see how much effort Anna was putting in, and he was touched by her dedication to their family. One day, while Jason was going through some of Anna's things, he found a diary. He didn't mean to, but he couldn't help himself. He was curious. He wanted to know more about what was going on in her mind. As he read through the diary, he discovered that Anna had been cheating on him with one of her co-workers. Jason was shocked. He couldn't believe what he was reading. He felt betrayed and hurt. He had loved Anna with all of his heart, and she had been cheating on him the entire time. He didn't know what to do. Jason tried to put the diary out of his mind, but he couldn't. He kept thinking about what he had read, and he couldn't understand why Anna would do such a thing. He loved her so much, and he had never given her any reason not to trust him. He decided that he needed to talk to her. He sat her down and told her what he had read in the diary. Anna was shocked. She didn't know that Jason had found the diary. She had been so careful to hide it, and she thought that she had done a good job. She was surprised that he had actually read it. "I'm so sorry, Jason," she said. I'm so sorry for what I've done. I don't know what I was thinking. I love you, Jason. You are the best husband and father a person could ask for. I don't want to lose you." Jason was in too much pain to speak. He felt like his entire world had been shattered. He had loved Anna with all of his heart, and she had betrayed him in the worst possible way. He didn't know what to do. He got up and walked out of the room. He needed some time alone to process everything. He couldn't understand why Anna would do such a thing. He had loved her so much, and he had never given her any reason not to trust him. Jason spent the next few days trying to come to terms with what had happened. He couldn't understand why Anna would cheat on him. He had loved her with all of his heart, and he had never given her any reason not to trust him. He eventually decided that he needed to move on from Anna. He couldn't keep living like this, wondering if she was going to cheat on him again. He deserved better than that. Jason went to see a therapist to help him through this difficult time. The therapist helped him to see that it wasn't his fault. Anna had cheated on him because she was honest with herself about how she felt about their relationship. Jason began to feel better after talking to the therapist. He realized that he needed to focus on himself and his happiness. He couldn't keep dwelling on the past. He had to move on. It was hard at first, but Jason eventually started to date again. He was nervous, but excited. He was ready to find someone new to love. He had been single for a while, and he was ready to move on from Anna. One day, Jason met a woman named Sarah. They hit it off right away, and they started dating. Jason was attracted to Sarah both physically and emotionally. She was beautiful, but also funny and intelligent. They had a lot in common, and they enjoyed spending time together. As the months passed, Jason and Sarah's relationship grew stronger. They fell in love with each other, and Jason knew that she was the one. He proposed to her, and she said yes. Jason was overjoyed. He had found love again, and he couldn't wait to marry Sarah. On their wedding day, Jason looked at Sarah and knew that he had made the right decision. He had finally moved on from Anna, and he was ready to start a new chapter in his life. The end.